Hello, hello, hello. What is going on, you damn jerks? Real Guy Judge, thank you so very much for that host. I really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody, from Real Guy's channel. My name is Quasi. If you're just tuning in, we are about to start working on a game called Shotgun Farmers. It's a multiplayer shooter, is out now on Steam. You can check it out over here, exclamation play. Real Guy Judge, how's your stream? Thanks for that host. How's it going, life? Good to see ya. Hello, Rennie Bots. How are you? Oh man, my either my eyesight is going, which is probably slightly true, or my font size is way too tiny. How does one make it bigger? I use Streamlabs OBS for my chat. I imagine if I scale the font size of my monitor. So I use a Surface Book 2 now, which has a 3000 by 2000 display, which also means because of the DPI scaling or whatever, I think text is really small, so you have to constantly scale it. What's up, RBS? Are all the buildings still modular? Are all the buildings of what? The buildings of what? PMS, how's it going? Michelle, good to see you. Hello. Salam Mitzvahad, what's up? It's finally finishing up math to start studying my major. Very cool, very cool. Chemical engineering, damn, is that one of the hardest majors in the history of majors? Phantom Potato, good to see you too. Podam, hello. Celians, hi to you. Oh my gosh, all these raiders, you guys are awesome. Shame on punching, thanks for coming in here. Oh my gosh, so many raiders, you guys are cool. You guys are awesome, awesome folks. All the buildings are modular in the game. No. The only map that's actually modular is West Side. Yeah. Oh, and parts of Riverside. The only maps that are modular is parts of West Side and parts of Riverside. While making modular assets are the best way to go, it also increases the workflow quite a bit. So when I'm crunched for time, I end up just not having the ability to make things super modular. So like West Side, if we look at it, which it's loading down. Oh my goodness. Slothinator. Slothinator gifting that sub to the life is yours. What? Thank you so very much, Sloth. You are truly a slothy hero. I really appreciate that. Chem engineering is up there with the hardest majors, but I do love math and chemistry. Wow, those are the two classes I did absolutely worst at in college. So I have much respect for you. What? What? Slothinator gifting another sub to Phantom Potato? What? Sylvia Peterson, thank you for the follow. I believe Slothinator has a sudden bag of sub gifts. I really appreciate that, Sloth. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Very unexpected. Thank you so much. Are you subbing all the mods right now? Is that what's happening? Or I was gonna show you the map, yeah. So yeah, so the buildings in West Side are modular. So the saloon isn't because it's made to be a certain size, but these are all separate pieces. The walls and then the pillars that apply them together and the floors and the ceilings and stuff. But then I actually take them and combine them so they're built together to be modular, but then they're also combined on top of that. Or maybe this is not the one that does it. Might actually be the version. But what I try to do is combine some of these meshes later because it actually causes a lot more draw calls when they're modular. Bad at math and chemistry equals follow. Oh man, I was so lucky. I did computer science in college, and you had to do both math. You had to be good at math and do chemistry. And I was really lucky to have roommates in my dorm who kind of tutored me all the way through those classes because I was not good. Gers, how's it going? Will Santa bring some new plant arms? The horde mode is great. Thanks, I appreciate that. Hope everything is fine. Everything is going good, Gers. Good to see you. Long time indeed. Fix some bugs with the horde mode, and today we're going to work on the winter update. So for anyone who was around last winter, if you remember, we added the hide and freeze game mode that unlocks every winter. So I want to fix some bugs with that before the winter update starts, which I think is December 1st, which gives us about a week and a half to finish this patch and get everything tested and ready. So I want to do that today. I got the snow and stuff working again, and so we got to work on some bugs with the actual game mode. You do combine the meshes of the buildings to reduce calls. Yeah, I do. I don't know why it's not in this scene. So this, okay, so this building is combined. Some of them aren't combined, which is interesting. I'm not sure why, because I remember going through and combining each building in West Side, but maybe I didn't save. But you can see the sheriff building here is actually combined into one mesh that uses like a crap ton of materials. So each one of these materials still causes a draw call, but the mesh itself will just be one unified item. Is everyone dancing in a circle? I'll dance. I'm ready to dance anytime. Anytime, any place, you name it. Oh man, do you guys know what's crazy? Does anybody here use TikTok? So I started a Quasi TV TikTok, and I don't actually know how to. I don't think TikTok has like URLs. I don't think you can do like tiktok.com/quasi TV because I think it actually goes to someone else. Yeah, it just gives you a 404. I'm actually not sure how you get TikTok URLs, but I posted. So I've been playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. Scuba 2, how's it going? I've been playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I posted a TikTok of a Magikarp, of Dynamaxing my Magikarp. And that post has gotten 36,000 views. You probably can't see all that because it's all green screen. 36,000 views for my Dynamaxing Magikarp. What? On my other posts, so I did a couple of Shotgun Farmers posts, and they have like one has 3,000, which is cool. The one with the gun inspection animations, and a few other ones have like 100 or whatever. And then I did one Magikarp post a few days ago, and that got 92 views. So I'm like, all right, no one cares about Magikarp on TikTok. Then I did another one and got 36,000 views. It's crazy. So hopefully all my Magikarp videos will get some exposure for Shotgun Farmers. Dyna Splash. I'm doing good. Oh yeah, that would be. I wish they added that. They didn't. It doesn't. It just does Max Strike, and I think it just does Max Strike. Max Splash. Oh wait, no, it does do Max Splash, doesn't it? I just didn't do it because it would have been a waste. I'm a TikToker now. I am Phantom Potato. Get on it. Follow me on TikTok for behind the scenes. I wish there was a better way to share. You can't really like share a TikTok account. It's kind of stupid. There's like maybe there's a QR code you can share, but who uses QR codes? All right. I need my to-do list. I am nothing without a to-do list. Just a fool with things to do. When you join the dev team, you will. You Shotgun Farmers dev TikTok. Okay, so we're gonna balance. We're gonna add invincibility. Okay, I was gonna start with that. Oh, I also wanted to do one of the changes I wanted to make for Horde mode is I want to change. So assists don't really make sense in Horde mode. And I don't think you even can get assists with zombies. So I wanted to change assists to revives. But then I realized there isn't actually a system to change the values that show in the scoreboard. So we have to like add all of that on top of that. Like my name? Thanks, Fahad. I like my name too. Well, actually, I didn't like my name for like 25 years. I think it wasn't until I started streaming that I finally became comfortable with my name. Okay. Oh, look, it's a Dynamax Shotgun Farmer. Oh, that would be a good TikTok. Dynamaxing Bok Bok. Good tweet too. Let's go. Yeah, let's do the test room. Let's just change game mode. Oh, did you guys see Unity 20? If you're a Unity developer, Unity 2019.3b, the beta, came out today, and I downloaded it. It's got like a new editor UI. It's mostly the same, but they like flattened everything and changed some buttons. It's got a new compilation, so it won't reload scenes if you just change the scripts. Because right now, when you press play in Unity, it like loads all of the scene into memory every single time, and so the new version won't do that if you didn't change anything in the scene, which is cool. Whole bunch of just a crap ton of new features. And I'm trying to think of other ones that I care about. The new VFX graph looks cool, but I know nothing about it right now. Iron Freeze 3-on-3. Okay. So we're going to work on adding invincibility as a snowman. What else does Unity have? The new asset thing. Asset bundle thing. Oh, you can have more sounds in your scene now. Before it used to be 32, now you could have 124. Or not sound, sorry, lights. Before it used to be 32 lights, and now you can have 124 lights. The new universal render pipeline, so that the graphics can look more Unreal-ish, more next gen. What's up, Dr. Argus? How's it going? I'm gonna go back to Unity after this semester for my dissertation project. Oh, cool. Currently got to focus on Monogame. Monogame is a C# engine, right? You can see how long it takes for Unity to load, especially when I'm streaming. I think it's because Streamlabs takes my entire CPU from me. It has been a really long time, Dr. Argus. It's good to see you. It's been 7.5 months since I streamed, I think. 7.7 maybe. Is top of my head cut off, or I think it's fine. I actually don't know if I can aim my camera any higher. It's a little bit higher. Oh my goodness! Monty Blanks with 32 freaking months. How's it going? Good to see you, you damn Moogle. The C# engine framework built on top of XNA. Okay, cool. Yeah. Will we stream regularly again, or is this a rare treat? I am back, and I am not dead. The current schedule is Monday, Wednesdays. I don't actually know what the schedule is yet, having not streamed in so long. But Monday, Wednesdays, I think was our old schedule too, so it might just work out fine. We're going to play it by ear, but yeah, right now I'm streaming Mondays and Wednesdays, just like in the good old days. This really isn't launching. I miss my desktop. I miss my desktop computer. For anybody who doesn't know, I sold my desktop computer to buy a flight to Japan. Littlewood, how's it going? And now I'm streaming off a laptop, and it sucks. Did you hear that? Oh no, my desktop's muted. God damn it. I'm such a bad streamer. We're going to be Team Snowman. So if you don't know, this is the Hide and Freeze game mode. Unlocks for 1 month every December. Part of the Shotgun Farmers winter event. So I got the snow shader back in. If you were here on Monday, the snow shader wasn't working. Let's lower our qualities. So on low quality settings, the snow shader actually won't render. I'm actually sure there might be a workaround for that. But the way the game mode works is snowmen's are randomly spawned around the map. One team is human, and they're trying to find all the snowmanses and kill them. The other team are snowmanses, and they're trying to hide. So it's kind of like a hide and seek mode from, holy crap, that looks like 6 snowmen spawned on top of each other. Got to start using the on-site gym at work. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do I see your easy giveaway tell for the mode on Trello? Yes, the collision issue. I'm assuming. I want to say I have to look into it. I think I tried a fix for it because I moved the collider. I gotta check the layers. So let me turn the bots off for a second. That guy's gonna slide away to oblivion. That guy's gonna slide away to oblivion. I just want you guys to stand still, if you don't mind. So what we're gonna try to change is right now you can freeze an enemy snowman by hitting them with a snowball. Oh, he got out of it really fast. But so the current bug is you can just kind of keep spamming this, and it just stacks. So then the farmer can't escape. And 2, as soon as they do escape, you can just hit them again, and then they're frozen. And so people are actually using that to cheese the mode. So what I'm going to do is 1, freezes don't stack. And 2, after you're unfrozen, you have a brief window of invincibility. So that snowman can't just cheese on you. What's really funny is that the game mode was meant to be farmers versus snowmen, where the snowmen are afraid of the farmers. And what started happening with people playing the game mode is that the snowmen would just gang up on the farmers and kill them. Yeah, my Unity is not working. Not actually sure what to do. Last time this only happened when I first launch and unlaunch. So that's the case. Will there be a winter mode for the Horde mode update? Can we please get some scope in chat for Phantom Potato? Also, I see you got your name. Oh no, yeah. No, wait, sorry. You changed it to Phantom Potato. Before it used to be Phantom Potato. I appreciate you giving some scope to yourself, Phantom. Okay, so let's look at first. Let's look at the bug that Sloth mentioned, and that comes from changing the layer of the snowman, which happens here. So the snowman is moved to the actor layer, which is what I need to shoot it, but then the collision won't work. So what I could do is make a sub collider for a basic collision. So if I have the snowman here, I can actually give it a second collider on its body here, and that will be on the default layer. And that actually might fix the problem, because then there'll be two colliders, and the one that players collide with will be turned off, and the ones that other things that I'm saying. It will mean that there's double colliders on it, which is kind of annoying. Using the ground texture on low quality so it looks like snow rather than being grass. Yeah, I want to figure out a solution for that. I don't think I can change that at runtime. I could potentially try a different version of the snow shader. A giant snowman boss would be amazing. Oh, that would be awesome. What's up, Mickey? Good to see you. A long time indeed. Gonna head off. See you, Littlewood. Giant snowman boss would be awesome. Maybe next winter. It's too little of a time between when I launched Horde mode and this one. Or is there? A snowman monster wouldn't be that hard to make. And it would throw snowballs at you, which would freeze you, which would be something new. But it'd be weird because they would only be during the event. So maybe not a good idea. Get the zombie sandhats and just a giant snowman boss. See, the sandhat part is easy. Although I'm actually not sure how I would do it with the zombies. Oh, yeah, no. Because the zombies can't wear hats currently. I could do it with the animals, but not so much with the zombies. It would also kind of screw out the game because sometimes the zombies are supposed to be like stealthy or like, you know, in the dark. And so the red hats would totally give them away too. Okay, so let's figure out invincibility. So we know, I think it's a snowball grenade, or the snowball gun shoots a snowball grenade. So when you're a snowman, you're actually in the game. You need a gun to shoot, and so you're actually holding a snowball launcher, which is just a grenade launcher that's hidden, and it shoots snowball prefabs, which are actually just snowball grenades. And these are stun grenades. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So a stun grenade, just got to go through the game and try to figure out how this stuff was made. So a stun grenade has no code. Okay, so a stun grenade uses, okay, so it's just a grenade with a kill type of freeze. So stun grenade's a complete lie. Although I could just like set the kill type on awake or something. So a stun grenade, see, at some point I wanted to make a stun grenade class. So the grenade is just a grenade with the kill type of freeze. So let's go to kill type. Dot freeze. Oops, I'm in the wrong project. Take your time, Unity. It's okay. It's okay. Take as long as you need. Is there anybody else in chat playing Pokemon Sword and Shield? else Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing and wild areaing and changing your clothes every few towns. I just got my 5th gym badge, and I just reached the 6th gym city. Ice gym. Ice town. Switchless sloth! Sucks, I didn't know that. Sorry. Finish shield, now begins the end game. So what's the deal with the end game? Hot rabbit for life. I also picked hot rabbit. I don't love whatever it's called. Incinnabun. That's a good name for a Pokemon. Incinnabun. I don't love the 3rd evolution. I think it's kind of annoying. The fact that it acts like a human, it's pretty much a Digimon. The fact that when it's excited, and I love Digimon, but I don't want my Pokemon to be Digimon. I hate the fact that it like drops to its knees and like acts like a soccer player when it gets a goal. Waiting for Shield to arrive in the mail. Nice. I wish I got Shield. I got Sword because I thought swords are cooler, and I always get what I feel like is the cooler version. And so like Fire is always cooler, Ruby was cooler, etc. So I thought Sword would be cooler, but I want a Galarian Ponyta. Luckily, my sister got Shield, so I'm gonna trade with her for a Ponyta. I think the fossils in Shield are better, and actually I don't remember. The fossils are terrible in this generation, but I really want a Unicorn Ponyta. You got Shield too, Bram? He does have really weird arms. You sold your Switch potato? That sucks. I was actually lucky to have a Switch. My friend gave me a Switch as a gift. Otherwise, I might not even have one. Yeah, point out for you, Bram. Awesome. I actually don't have Nintendo Online yet, but I'm working on that. Once I have Nintendo Online, I would love to trade you for a Ponyta. How about a Pidgey in return? Or maybe an Oddish? Would you fancy one of those? I do have a Sirfetch'd. I imagine you don't get that, right? I just got I named her Miss Fetch'd because it's a female Farfetch'd that I evolved. What am I doing? Oh, player controller on stun. Student finance messed my loan this year, so I had to raise the money. Oh, dude, that's really, really shitty. I'm so sorry. That sucks. You got a Farfetch'd from Stein already? Okay, nice, nice. How is the Galarian Ponyta? Is that any good? Okay, so here's where we get stunned. We want to make sure this doesn't stack. But you can also, I might want to lower the damage. Right now, hitting a farmer with a snowball also damages them, and you can just kind of barrage them with snowballs to damage them and kill them. Are there Bidoofs? I don't think there are Bidoofs in the new generation, but there's a new squirrel. There's a squirrel doof called like Squovet or something. I hate it. There's a rabbit? What's the rabbit? Oh, the squirrel. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I'm a huge Pokemon nerd. I'm literally wearing a Pokemon shirt right now. I'm not a big fan of Generation 8, the monsters. I like the electric weasel thing. I haven't gotten it yet, though, that everyone's hot about. The starters are cool. My rival finally evolved his monkey starter. I think it's pretty cool. The fossils are a joke. They're really bad. The fish, like the water ones, I don't love. There's nothing super duper cool. Stock Henry, how's it going? You just tuned in for us to complain about the Generation 8 Pokemon. Rapidash is part fairy type, but it can only learn like 6 fairy moves. Oh, really? Okay, that sucks. I always wanted it because it looks like a unicorn. I thought that'd be a nice addition to my team. Yeah, I was just mentioning that I got a Switch as a gift. It was from that jerk, Stock Henry. So please show that jerk some love. Besides the start of my entire party is older generations, and that's based entirely on visual style. Yeah, I'm trying so hard not to use, trying so hard to have newer Pokemon instead of older ones to like, because I do this every generation. I feel like I just keep using old ones. Like I just caught, I got a Rhydon, and I just caught the Hippo one from, I think it's Gen 3 or 4. And I just got the Axew, which I think is also Gen 4 or something. And I'm trying really hard not to have them on my team, but they look so much cooler than the Gen 8 Pokemon. They really do. All right, so here's where the stun happens. So we can make the stun not happen if you're already stunned. We'll start with that. Okay, let's go through this. Let's go through this because I think this is important. This is important to talk about. Does it actually have a list or okay, it does. Cool. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to see Generation 8 Pokemon, which you probably don't care that much about. Look away now. Why is this all blurry? All right, starters, very cute. Grass monkey or a gorilla, I guess? I think it's a gorilla. Grookey sounds like gorilla. Grass gorilla, great. Fire bunny, I like the first two. Third one, okay, not bad. It's no Charizard. Why can't they make a better Charizard? Water one, super cool. Kind of wish I picked that one. Turns into like a Mewtwo, like a Mewtwo on a diet. What the hell is this? What is a blip bug? And why is it terrible? And look what it evolves into. It's just too many. Look at what it evolves into. It just evolves into a cube. And then the final evolution, pretty cool, but as we all know, bug Pokemon are completely useless because they die to everything. But all right, fine. That ladybug, kind of cool. I do love Rookie D. It's the first, I think the last Pidgey, the red bird, or sky bird, was cool. I do like Rookie D a lot. I wasn't sure at first. I hated how its eyes pop out of its eyelids, but once it became Corvisquire, I learned to love it, and then this morning it evolved into Corviknight, so pretty cool. I renamed it Steeliot because it's a steel Pidgeot. This is the Bidoof. Hot garbage. Evolves into cute, but that doesn't look like a Pokemon. It looks like a Disney cartoon squirrel. Am I right? Or am I right? Nickit, don't get the name. Also, what? A fox Pokemon should be so cool. I mean, there are other cool fox Pokemon. Why does this Pokemon have a mustache? Foxes shouldn't have a mustache. Galarian Zigzagoon, pretty cool, but technically just a new form. I do like Zigzagoon's evolution. I would never use it myself, but it's cool. It's cool. Pokemon's going in a lot. They've really branched off in these two polar directions, and that's very Digimon-like standing Pokemon, and then very chubby, cute Pokemon. Oh, Frostguy, how's it going? Good to see ya. Shotgun Farmers. Wooloo is cute. I wish the evolution would have been cooler, but whatever, it's fine. I do have a Dreadnought. I think the name is really weird. I just renamed it Leonardo. Now Yamper, I was really excited for. Electric Dog would have been awesome, and then it just evolves into actually an electric dog. Like actually, yeah, it does look exactly like Mareep RBS. Very good point. Because it's not even electric; it's just a sheep, normal sheep. Bolton, I think, is great for dog lovers, but it's literally just an electric dog. Dwarven Jester, how's it going? Thank you so very much for the 101 box. Wooloo actually, so having a sheep in Shotgun Farmers was actually a feature that never got completed, and I hope to release someday. I don't really have a time frame or a reason to release it yet. I don't actually know if it's in the build. That's just a model of a sheep. But the whole point, what I wanted to do with sheeps and Shotgun Farmers, I wanted to make them, what the hell is it called? Bounce? No. So I wanted to make sheep and Shotgun Farmers. So we have concept art for it. And the way the sheep would work is they were basically jump pads, like in Halo, where if you jumped onto the sheep, it would spring you up, and so you could jump high distances. I still really, really want to do it. It just there's no budget to have the sheep made right now. But I keep saying that if I have a chance, I still want to add that. Like having the sheep like next to the barn in Countryside, so you can just hop onto it and then hop onto the top of the barn and putting in all the different levels. I think it would be cool. Let me know what you guys think, if you think the sheep is something you would want in the game. The new Gloom, come on. I actually have this on my team. I use it to sleep Pokemon that I want to catch, but it's just a ball of cotton. I got excited about Sizzlepede. I think Centiskorch is kind of cool, but Centipedes really, really freak me out, so I can't have one on my team. Its Gigantamax is cool, but also Centipedes freaks me out. Roly-Poly is just absolutely lazy, and this thing looks creepy as F. Cole also just like Golem, but his hat's on fire. Aracuda, great opportunity, just becomes a Barrasco. And this is something we really need to talk about. Galarian Meowth. They destroyed Meowth. And it just evolves into the same thing. Anyways. That's all I'm going to talk about. Oh, wait, and then there's the apple one. What? I wish they would stop making food. This is an apple dragon? Look at it. It's like an apple pie sleepy dragon. They need to just stop making food mons. I swear. A car of coal with a face. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know why Pokemon feels like, I don't know why Game Freak feels like they can't keep making animals. I think those are the best Pokemon are animal ones and dragon ones. But they're starting to do like forks and spoons and lanterns and candle lights. And they keep leaning into that. And I feel like they can't possibly think that's good. Do they? There's so many more animals they could be making in the world. So many more animals exist. Yeah, I love the raiding too. I haven't actually done it online yet, but even with NPCs, it's fun. I love the wild area. I don't love my, I don't love the rival chasing me around all the time and telling me what to do. It's really annoying. But I'm glad I finally broke his spirit and destroyed him in battle enough times. The keychain, yeah, right? And wasn't there already a sword and shield Pokemon? There was a sword Pokemon, like Excaliburmon, before there was sword and shield. You like vanillish RBS? I don't. I don't like a Pokemon that I can eat. That freaks me out. Oh my God. And have you reached the seafood, the sea town, the harbor town? If you get to Harbor Town in Pokemon Shield, your goal is to go meet the commissioner or whatever of Pokemon League at the seafood restaurant. The seafood restaurant. In the last Pokemon in X and Y, or was that last generation? There was a Slowpoke tail restaurant, whatever the French Pokemon game was. You can eat Slowpoke tail at this restaurant, and now in this new one, you can go to a seafood restaurant. The final boss uses it. That's hilarious. Because also the sword dog is the sword Pokemon. Although interesting that the legendaries for this one, they kept their, I think their Japanese names because I don't see the English pun in the Sword and Shield names. There's one other thing. If anyone, since Mind Bug, you finished the game, did anyone get the love letter from the little girl? Because that was really interesting. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a town. It's the town with the castle. There's a little girl. Find her and talk to her. It's really, really, really weird. Like, really weird. And it doesn't make any sense, I think, in the game. You got the letter, Bram? Okay. Did you finish the quest? Do they serve Magikarp RBS? They have to, right? They have to. Isn't Aegislash literally Sword and Shield? Which one is Aegislash? Is that the sword Pokemon? Yeah. What I think is, you know, like some Pokemon have to merge together to evolve. Like if a Cloyster bites a Slowpoke, it becomes a Slowbro, right? I think those dogs actually eat Aegislash and Aegishield. And these are the ghosts of the dog swords. And that's how they make Dog-a-Sword and Dog-a-Shield. They nerfed it. That's really interesting too. I feel like they're like, oh crap, let's hope nobody remembers these Pokemon exist. Let's just get rid of them. Okay, we should probably do some work, right? We're gonna go to the stun function. Okay. So we're gonna start by saying if we're stunned, don't stun. If next while stunned, what the hell does that mean? Next while stunned. Got to rename that. See, how come? What's a better name for this variable? It's how long you're stunned for. If next until not stunned. Next stun end time. Let's do that. Next stun end time. So I've already typed it. Computer's still trying to put it in. All right, so we're gonna say if is stunned, return It's actually getting a little redonkulous. Yeah, Bram, the end of that quest was super weird. I don't understand what they're going for. It's so bizarre. Okay, so if we're stun returned, we're gonna lower the damage on the snowball because it was meant to just like deflect the farmers, but not actually kill the farmers. Hey, Unity. There you are. Oh, it's already recompiling. Never mind that. Okay, so we're gonna, and then we have to add in invincibility. So I'm not sure how that works. Invincibility. Next invincible. Yeah, I also went with dot 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 dot. I think a lot of the times the game gives you the two choices, just leads to the same thing. I don't actually know if there's a point. Okay, so then we're gonna say our next invincible time equals time dot time, or sorry, equals next stun end time plus how long is spawn invincibility? 3 seconds. I wonder if that's gonna be long enough. Give the player some invincibility time after being stunned. Yeah, I think a lot of times it doesn't matter what you choose. I'll find out for sure. I think on another playthrough, if I do another playthrough, I'm not sure. I'm really enjoying the battles in the game. I'm really enjoying the gyms and the whole stadium thing. And I actually thought Gigantamaxing was going to be dumb, but I think it's actually pretty fun. I'm not enjoying running through the story or the path of the game because it's really boring and just annoying with all the ruin, the character looking for all the ruins and stuff. Like obviously, it's about a sword and shield dog. It's on the cover. What's weird about the story of the game is that it's about this big reveal that the heroes of time were using the sword and shield dog, but they're on the cover, so I know that. And when I met that dog in the intro, I know it's going to become the sword dog or the shield dog depending on my version because it's on the cover. Like what was cool about like meeting Mewtwo in Pokemon Red and Blue and Green and Yellow was that the cover's Charizard or Blastoise or whatever, and so meeting Mewtwo is like, oh, I didn't know this was going to be in the game. If at that time, now it's easy to find that kind of stuff out. But acting surprised about the sword dog is weird because it's on the cover. In Diamond and Pearl, you have to choose right or left hand. Either one gives you the VS Secret. Oh, I forgot about that. There was a time when Team Yell was ganging up on me and Hop, and Hop was like, "What do you think, Quasi? Should we take him on?" And I was just like, "Nope." And I was like, "Oh, this will be hilarious. What's this? How's this going to change the story?" And it's just like, okay, you can take a second to heal your Pokemon, and then you just go back in and he goes, "What do you think, Quasi? Should we take him on?" It's like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, I haven't finished the game yet, so I'm interested to find out what's actually going on. I don't actually know. I'm hoping there's gonna be something more, but if there isn't, that's fine. As long as I get to beat Lee's butt or kick Lee's butt, not beat, I guess. You can say no. Do you want to save the world and immediately get a game over? Oh my god, that would be amazing. Yeah, it's at first I hated Team Yell, and now I kind of get it. I feel like this Pokemon game was meant to be about you becoming the league champion and just that adventure and like fighting in stadiums. So there isn't just like this evil team trying to destroy the world, which is fine. But Team Yell is just kind of they're just really annoying. I guess all the teams have been annoying. I think I liked the black and white team. They were really interesting because like that was one of the best stories in the Pokemon universe. I think it was, I want to say it was Black 2 or Black and White 2. I'm not sure if Black and White 1. I don't remember the story was. But the one where the team was trying to liberate Pokemon because they were like, Pokemon shouldn't be captured anymore and they shouldn't be enslaved and we're going to free them but also use them for battle because that's how we're going to get what we want. And I thought that was like one of the best stories in a Pokemon game. It was actually interesting. I think they could have did more like that. Team Plasma, remind me what the story was for that one. I don't remember which game Team Plasma's from. What's up, Robson? Haven't opened Chakra Farmers in a while. Can someone tell me if there's some kind of new mechanic since I was here last time, Robson? Do you mean the new co-op 50 wave horde mode? Gen 5, so Diamond and Pearl was Team Plasma? Or was that from, what's after, wait, Diamond Pearl's 4, right? What's after Diamond and Pearl? X and Y? I think I'm mixing up my genre. Oh, Black and White. Oh yeah, sorry, Black and White, and then it was X and Y. Yeah. So Team Plasma. Yeah. No, they were really, really interesting. I was like, wasn't it Team Black and Team White? But that would be stupid. I think my Unity crashed. I think I pressed play while it was compiling, and sometimes that leads to terrible things. Yep, yeah, there's a new PvE mode. There's also new costumes, new skins. I'm not sure you let us play. There might be some new shovels. Oh, that's one of the things. I want to make, I had an idea yesterday for a snow globe shovel. What team am I on? A snowman. A snow globe shovel for the new winter update that you can unlock by playing winter matches. And if you hit someone with it, it'll actually like crack the snow globe. I think it'll be pretty easy to make. So we already have a system for like changing shovels. I don't know why I'm getting some insane lag in the editor. Looks like it's not working at all. Okay, so it didn't stack. We at least saw that. But they're not getting any invincibility frames, and I think that might be somewhere else in the code. I think this was running a lot better yesterday. Or no, sorry, Monday, during Monday's stream. I'm not sure what the deal is with. Okay, so see where this is reset. Stop invincibility could be doing it. So we stop invincibility when you fire your weapon. We stop invincibility when you do a melee attack. Oh, you know what? It could just be that this is not even taken into account anywhere. Will you rerun tomorrow again? I don't know. Do you think that's, I don't know if it's a worthwhile thing to do. If I could find a way to tell the bot to not announce it every time, that'd be nice. They're pretty easy to set up, so that'd be a cool way for people who missed it to watch. But I'll just kind of try out for fun. Usually dislike PvE modes. I would try this one out. You might find it a little bit different. It's still there. The Horde mode is permanent. It's a permanent addition to Shotgun Farmers. You can play it whenever you want. So this is actually just used for when you're in the spawning state. Which would probably be changed like invincible state. So I guess we'll have to do that. So on stun. So current state. Most streams, they just use a command to say when they're live. I've posted automated methods. Sometimes have to restart and it causes the bot to spam. Yeah, that's a really good point. I had to restart the stream today and that happened. So that's my to-do list. I'll remove Muxy. Remove Muxy bot from Discord. Use a command. Yeah, it's not super hard to just post manually, I think. I used to just forget all the time before, but I've been a little bit more organized in starting my streams now. If by organized, I mean forgetting to turn my microphone on. That counts too. But in my downtime, I've been prototyping different game ideas. I don't have one that I'm excited about yet. I'm not sure what to make next. And if you guys remember, we had this period between Skyhook and Shotgun Farmers where we made a bunch of... Oh, you know what happened? It was really cool. So Halloween last month, yeah, in October. Muted a heart, thank you for the follow. Last month in October, can't get my Streamlabs show. In October, this art museum place, art museum. It's not a museum. It was like an art studio. Had a Halloween party, and they wanted a scary game. They reached out to Buffalo Game Space for like anyone who has like a scary video game, and so I actually got in contact with them, and I showed the mannequin game that we made like 3 years ago, and it was really fun because people were playing it. So it was like a Halloween party, a costume party, and so we got like they have a small theater in the art studio, and so they reserved this theater just for my game, and so we had like a Mac set up there with the game running, and people were watching it on the projector, sitting in the theater seats while one person would play the game, and it was fun because people were actually legitimately scared to play that game, and so it was kind of cool to see that a game jam from 3 years ago can still be in effect today. Messing around with an idea on the side in between classes. Roomba's deathmatch game. Gotta clean the room first and can shoot the rubbish you collect. Dude, that is a great idea. That's awesome. Is that a multiplayer shooter, I'm assuming? But as a Roomba, like a third-person shooter? That's a really good idea. Every streamer forgets their mic every now and again. Fair enough. I like it a lot. Does it have a name? I guess you can't use the word Roomba because I think that's a company. Reverse platoon, yeah, that's really cool. It's also like resource management because there's only so much garbage in the room, I'm guessing. Actually, I've been curious if I can do that. I guess that doesn't really change anything. All the farmers. Where are all the farmers? Oh, there. Hey, why are their names red? Oh, those are my teammates' names. Never mind. You! Frozen. Okay, so I ran out of ammo. But my other snowballs didn't hurt him. Let's reload. One. Second snowball didn't hurt him. But I could heal him instantly. And I could still hit him again. Annoying. Gotta find time to make MVP with it to see if it's viable to make a full proc with it. Dude, that sounds awesome, yeah. Make like an H build if you want. We can all play it on stream together. Give you some feedback. want to make sure this isn't a bug. We want to make sure people don't think it's a bug. So it says your current state is spawning. I'm guessing the current state is changing. Next invincible. Next stun and tie. Why wouldn't this work? We know it's working now when they are frozen. I guess we can also say if stunned or no, I'm worried about this is it might make it so that you can hit them with the snowball, but it damages them but doesn't freeze them, which is not what I want. Fun part about developing on a project that's so late in development is it takes forever to recompile your code in Unity 5.6. I want to say the new Unities have added like some sort of progressive recompile time. I'm actually not sure. But you can damn be sure our next project is going to be in Unity 2019. Look at the other list while that's compiling. So we're going to make Snowman invincible. I think that's pretty much the last thing I need to do for this. Like the last MVP thing I have to do for game mode. The snow globe shovel is a sprinkle. I did see a bug recently where the plant sprouts they're like disappearing, which is really weird. I had a little debug thing. I guess we could debug that later. So like when you shoot a seed at the ground, it spawns like a little leaf, 2 little leaves over the seed. I've noticed in this build, if I shoot 2 seeds in a row, the first leaf disappears and the second one appears, which makes you think that the pooling isn't working properly. So it's actually reusing a seed or a plant that's already in use. One of the classes this semester, you have to select a game and critique its UI. Oh, nice. Which game are you going to do? Might choose Shotgun Farmers? I would appreciate the critique. I'm sure it'll be a lot. You got the new branch earlier slot? Yeah, that's going to be in there. You guys touch a lot about interface design lately. That's awesome. Yeah, applying that to great games, I'm sure is hugely useful. Yeah, what's the turnaround time right now for recompiling and playing the game? Like 4 minutes. Any issues with authentication on source tree? So my source tree actually can't push or pull. I only use it to make commits because my authentication has actually never worked. So I use command line to push and pull, and I just use source tree to like make my commits and like look through my changes and stuff. Kind of hacky. So then my frame rate's, oh, never mind. Oh, so I also, one thing I worked on yesterday is I added LODs for the snowmans. So I actually use much lower poly versions of them now. And I think the LEDs are good enough so you can actually tell, but this further snowmen away are actually using a version of the model that's only 300 polygons. And when a model is 300 polygons or less, it actually can use dynamic batching. Oh, you can tell because it doesn't have a bottom. I need to add those back in because sometimes the snowmen stick off the sides, which I didn't realize, and so their bottoms would show. But if it doesn't have a bottom, that means it's actually a low poly version. And so Unity can use dynamic batching, so it only has to do one draw call for all of the low poly snowmans. Same with the hats. The hats are now 300 polys as well. So you can see it right there. This is the low poly version. Whoa! Oh yeah, forgot Sloth had this bug too. You can use scope as a snowman and your arms show up. Let's fix that in a second. Okay. God damn it. You can still insta-freeze them. That's annoying. Let's fix this arm bug, because that's kind of game breaking. What's up, Dennis? How's it going? So town sites. Somewhere in here, I guess I show the arms. Animator, high weapon on scope. On scope start. There's like a show arms function. There's a player arm animator. Let's say, see what this is called. If player, whoops, daisies. Player.isProp. And show is always false. Right now it's only called on respawn, so I don't think it's that. What else could be showing the arms? Go look at the player prop controller. How long do you have you tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Oh, okay, so it's also this gun cam gets disabled. We're going to say if is prop turn. I think it's actually this. This is actually a huge hack that I think is overriding the other thing. So I think it's actually getting the arm object and then enabling it. Boom, 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 boom. Well, it's a good thing we looked into this mode before releasing it. Looks like some code changes from like the horde mode and other fixes have then now, of course, create bugs in this game mode. Never ends. Someday it will, though. It's kind of scary because someday I'll have to stop working on Shotgun Farmers. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. It's been 3 years. I'll probably be putting out little updates for a while, but I'm not sure what that world looks like. What is a world without me opening up my Shotgun Farmers project every single morning? And on to Convention Tycoon. You know, I worked on Convention Tycoon for like a week in September, and I got really interesting feedback from a few people that got me concerned. So I still love Convention Tycoon as an idea. My new concern is, would the gaming community as a whole actually be interested in that type of game? Things like Zoo Tycoon and Prison Architect and Factorio, and they have a much more broader appeal. And the person brought up an interesting concern, which is Convention Tycoon really geared more towards people who've either who are like game developers or people who have like been to conventions? Like would a regular person care about putting together a video game convention? Like everyone's been to an airport, so airport CEO, like or sim airport, broad appeal. Everyone's built a house or been to the mall or been grocery shopping or knows what a prison is. And my new concern is if Convention Tycoon's actually too niche for a tycoon game. So everything else like factories and apocalypses and vaults and all these things have a much more broader appeal than something as specific as a convention. And so that actually got me a little worried about that game idea. Like if the hook was actually as strong as I thought it would be. Or should I spawn so far away from those guys? I should move the spawn point. But yeah, I'm not even sure how to find that out. Like how to find out the audience for Convention Tycoon. Because I feel like even like here on Twitch, most of us are in some way connected or related to development or software development or game development. My worry is if that view would be skewed on that game. I mean, I could make like a whole trailer and put it out and see if there's any interest, but that would require making like half the game, or at least like 20% of the game. You know what's so nice? I got this like coffee warmer plate, or like a cup warmer plate. So it keeps my nice and warm. Yeah, you think so too, right, RBS? Yeah, I wish. Like I could be completely wrong. I could be wrong. It could not be niche at all. I'm not entirely sure how to find out. So for you, RBS, as a person who's never been to a convention, and I forget, do you develop games, or do you just have an interest in games or how games are made? Like what would you say interests you about Convention Tycoon outside of me making it? Like I originally thought maybe it would interest people who have never been to conventions. It's a way for them to kind of experience that. Because the way Convention Tycoon even came about was that I was leaving a convention and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna miss this convention so much. So I was like, oh well, what if I made something that lets you kind of keep experiencing conventions? So it might. God damn, it still doesn't work. I give up. It could also limit snowballs more. I mean, I can add a next can be stunned function, but also, how the hell does stunning happen on the server anyway? Oh, because it comes from the hit function. Which is an RPC. Oh, damn, I turned it off. Google version of the old setup of it, maybe pass that around a bit and just get some feedback, see if it's something they can get the hang of easily or if it relates. I should have one somewhere. Yeah. What's hard though is that the places to get feedback or to get people to talk about, like on Twitter or Reddit or something, is back to the same pool of game developers. They're just making games and tycoon simulation games like Silent Roller Coaster Tycoon and Zoo Tycoon. Okay, yeah, so you are a biased point of view. Could have it so you can choose what type of conventions you want to run. Yeah. In Convention Tycoon, I would want to make it so you can run like Comic-Con. I guess that broadens the appeal a little bit more. Comic-Cons and anime conventions and stuff. That's a really good point, Potato. It's not just a video game convention if it's actually a comic book convention. That's a much bigger appeal. I think Comic-Con's big enough so that it has been to a boot sale or a fair, have a wider scope of the convention, but the same idea. Yeah, that's true. If it's like well, yeah, I guess other industries have conventions too. Doctors have conventions and stuff. Yeah, Comic-Con's here too. I think sometimes have like video game sections or whatever. You have given me much to think about. In the meantime, why the hell does my game not work? Am I doing the math here wrong? It's just this time plus the invincibility. Should be 3 seconds. I can do like 99. See if this is working. I don't see next invincible being set anywhere else. New job system will help with amount of agents and performance. Yeah, potentially. Other names could be similar real world with puns that sound similar. Yeah, that could be fun. Well, that's one of the other things too that made me actually less excited about Convention Tycoon, because I played something else and it just felt like it kind of felt crappy that all the content in the game would just be like a bootleg version of something real. So it'd be like Mimtendo and Boney Entertainment and ZBox, and I guess that stuff would also be funny to the player, but I'm also not sure if it would. One would have to like really figure out like the copyright and trademark boundaries so we don't get in trouble. But it's like, is it actually as engaging to play in a convention where everything is fake? I guess gamedev Tycoon did a lot of that and it worked out fine. Yeah, I don't know. I remember not enjoying actually developing it. That was one of the big reasons actually, because if you weren't here 3 years ago or so, we were working on Convention Tycoon before I made Shotgun Farmers. It was a game I was really excited about to start, and then we worked on it for like 4 months, 3 or 4 months. I remember it just being difficult because it's all UI programming to make a tycoon game. It's like all UI and AI programming. And I struggled with it for a long time, and then I actually came up with Shotgun Farmer somehow in the middle of that. I don't know why or how. The Simpsons had Funtendo. They did. That's awesome. You have to enjoy what you make. Yeah, there's a great Venn diagram for anyone who's a developer. If you're a game developer or or aspire game developer or anything in the chat, I always recommend Derek Yu's Finishing a Game article. I'll put a link in. This article changed my life. When I first started making games, I could not, for the life of me, finish a game I started. I started so many games and I would give up on all of them, one after the other after the other. Smash, how's it going? Wish you knew what you were. Well, you're just obviously you're a Smash. I would start a game, quit, start a game, quit, start a game, quit, and I guess I'm not impervious to that now. But I couldn't actually finish my first game until I read this article. I printed out this picture of Scorpion with a severed game head, and I taped it above my computer in my first apartment, and I would look at it every day, and that's what actually convinced me. So in Derek Hughes' article, he talks about what I think is a really important Venn diagram, and that's games I want to make, games I want to have made, and games I'm good at making. And what I struggled with in the beginning is I didn't actually know what games I was good at making, and I think maybe I'm still discovering that. Games I want to make is, I think, where the most difficult question comes in, because games I want to have made is the easiest question to answer. Like, I wish I was the developer who created Convention Tycoon. I wish I was the developer who created the Scary Mannequin game. But the question is, do I want to make those? Like, do I actually enjoy the process of making those? And then am I good at designing and developing those games? So these two, I think, are the most hardest questions to answer. But I think it's really important to think of these three things, because once I started thinking about these three things, I was able to finish my first game, which was Skyhook. And it's because I wanted to have made a 4-player brawler. I enjoyed the process of making it, and I think I'm good at making multiplayer games because two of my games have been multiplayer. So I think maybe that's something I'm good at. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be terrible at it. But this game was successful. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, invincibility. I'm gonna see if we can debug the player and see what their current state is. Just do a few jams. Yeah, it's a great idea. Untitled Goose Game was absolutely genius. Yeah, that was a brilliant game. They've worked on the game for a long time. I want to say at least like a couple years. But they really polished it and they made it just. I don't even think the developers knew how well it was going to do, because it definitely went viral in a way I don't think they could have expected. It went so utterly insanely viral. It was amazing. Didn't it outsell Zelda for a while on the eShop too? That was really cool to see. Yeah, such a simple premise, but then executed with such fine-tuned design. I think a lot of people look upon the game like, oh, it's just, low poly art and nothing's really going on, but they spent, months and years making sure everything you did in that game felt good and felt goosey. I think that's the reason why it was successful. If it was just a crappy game with tons of bugs and issues and no actual thought into it, then I don't think it would have been as successful. Yeah, it was really crazy to see how much it blew up. Like it was all over Reddit and Twitter, and like people I never thought would play an indie game were talking about it all the time. I'm gonna hit the baldy. Go look at the baldy. Oh, you know what? I'm a moron. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm fine. One of the game jams you made with cars and stop signs. Can't remember what it was. That might have been the first games I ever did on stream. I did a game called Buffalo Drift. That was just for fun with some folks at the game space, but it was a game where you were like driving a car in the snow. Maybe you mean that one? I think of other car jam games I've made. Let me add the put bottom back on snowman LOD. This is a new thing that's been happening too on this laptop, is that my editor freezes when I try to select stuff in the scene view. Here's my player. Name is Soup. His current state is Yeah. The young kid, Elliot the kid. He was like 9 years old at the time. He was game jamming with me. I remember that was amazing. I haven't seen him in a long time. Him and his dad stopped coming around the game space, but hopefully he's been pursuing his game development. Okay, yes, the current state is spawning. Food. All right. So it does work. So it was just the actual timing that I was putting on it. The 3 seconds was, I guess, too short. Because now he has 99 seconds of invincibility. Alright, I'm not a genius. Or I am a genius. So let's put float, stun, invincible time. 6 seconds? I don't want to just paste this again because it has to be the same as that. You're an old fart, Dennis? Ah, yes. The fartiest old man I know. Yeah, his Twitch name was Banana Man, I want to say. Or like Banana Man something. You don't have a Unity version installed? For what? So I actually have a doc, and it's called Game Ideas 2019. And it currently has like 30 ideas in it. I hate all of them. I like some of them. We should just do a game jam called Make Everything You Ever Wanted to Make.com. I don't know if you guys remember, but after I made Convention Tycoon on stream, do you remember someone launched a convention simulator Kickstarter that looked just like Convention Tycoon? That was weird. That's what gets me weary to talk about game ideas on stream too. No, not the anime one. That's Con Simulator, which actually is coming out on Steam. It's like a Chinese mobile game that ported to Steam, but there was also a game called Convention Simulator that had a Kickstarter that failed. Ozzy got Zuckerberg. Those ideas in the bin because they're either not fun or poorly realized. Yeah, I always hope that maybe someday down the line I'll have a better idea for them. Like there was a game idea, I want to say I had this on stream a long time ago, which was there was like a 1v1 home invasion game. So one person trying to break into the other person's house and you got to beat them with a baseball bat. Pretty dumb. Then I made, for a game jam once, I made a music-based arena shooter that was like Devil Daggers, but to the music. That one maybe had potential, but there's been a bunch of rhythm. I thought maybe making it as a VR game recently, but not something I'm particularly passionate about. Schmelly Org, good to see ya. A long time indeed. Thanks for coming by. I knew I felt something schmelly around here. I recently had a game idea called Super Good Hero, and it was like Gang Beast, but you're like ragdoll physics, but you're a superhero and you have to try to like save the day, but you ruin everything. Also very poorly realized. Dubstep Daggers. So you guys don't know what Dubstep Dagger is. I wonder if you can Google it. Dubstep Daggers. I want to say there's even a video on the page. So it was a combination of, it was Devil Daggers, but to the music. It was just a GIF. It was Devil Daggers to the music. And the problem I found with this game is that it was really hard for people to, one, actually fire to the beat, and two, be aware of what was going on around them. Looking at it now, man, it's pretty cool. When you type Convention Tycoon into Google, your stream comes up. That's awesome. I'm glad I mean, I own ConventionTycoon.com now. So if we ever do make it, I do have that domain. This was Dubstep Daggers. It wouldn't actually be the name because it sounds so much like Devil Daggers, but it was like an arena wave-based, or not an arena monster game, but you can only shoot to the music. And when you kill the monster to actually make music. I think a small game would be good for you, maybe a week or two, to kind of be a palate cleanser after Shotgun Farmers. Potentially, yeah. What I struggle with is that everything I make, I want to be able to release it. Because right now, since all of my time is essentially how I make my money, I feel like if I make something I'm not gonna be able to ship, then I'm almost losing time on it. Yeah, so my friends were talking about Pistol Whip, which is a VR game that you're shooting kind of to the music. And it definitely showed me that it's a viable game idea. The Pistol Whip is like kind of on rails, right? Kill it for your legs, yeah, because you have to crouch and stuff, right?
Well, kid.
This guy. You talk to the devs? That's awesome. So yeah, you're kind of like Pistol Whip, but you're standing still in like a room space arena. Yeah, this game is awesome. It's really funny watching an actual person in VR. VR games are really good for your stamina. That's true, yeah. VR games are becoming a serious workout. They brand the games so they kept making them harder for themselves. I mean, that works out. There's definitely an audience for like super hard games right now too, right? It's pretty funny. What's funny is Shotgun Farmers Horde mode had the complete opposite effect. I thought it was too hard, and everyone else thought it was too easy. I stopped making it harder because I thought it was already too hard, and then it turned out it was really easy for everyone. What? Wait a second. What? Why does 6 seconds work, but 3 seconds doesn't work? Okay, hold on. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Start over. Ran out of ammo. 1 Mississippi. Oh wait, no. Once it stops. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Okay, so it is 2 seconds off for some reason. Okay. It's 2 seconds off, which means I want it to be, I want it to be at 5, so I should make it 7 or 8. It's 3 seconds off? No, it's 2 seconds off. It's at 6. I want to make it 7. I don't understand why. I'm not going to question it. Maybe time is different in the Shotgun Farmers world. With the Quest now, there's a nice new clean area to publish games. Yeah, that's what got me excited about VR games. I don't know if I actually want to make one, but a friend of mine brought his Quest in to the game space, and it was just really cool to be able to just put a headset on, no cables, no desktop, nothing. And I was playing the Star Wars VR game, and I was like, this looks so good. But VR games come with a whole slew of challenges. Performance on them is really difficult. It's like you have to make the art super optimized, the code has to be super optimized, it has to run super well, or your players will throw up. Always show the user they are non-freezable. It's supposed to have a yellow outline. It's because I'm in low quality mode, I want to say. Let's see. When the player's invincible, they're supposed to have a yellow outline instead of a red outline. And so it should turn yellow. What I wanted to do is give them like a shader that shows like an aura, like in Halo, but I can never find a good shader for that. Yeah, so it's pretty much I'm just making it like they spawned. They should turn yellow. But let's actually see if that works. I forgot low quality setting doesn't show the outline. So maybe it won't even update properly. Ooh, what's the Oculus Link? I'm not aware of that. Is it basically like a streaming VR game? I think I'm very burpy. This VR, this green screen's working pretty well. I mean, I can see a little bit of a green outline on my body, but otherwise, I don't move too much. I think it actually does a pretty decent job. My shoulder's cut off, but that's because I'm more comfortable on this side of the desk. So this should balance the snowman mode, which is good. And then we could work on the revives thing. It's just for setting up in OBS or Streamlabs, it's super easy. They just have a chroma filter. I didn't even have to adjust the colors or anything. I just set the default and it worked pretty well. I might have changed the smoothness a tiny bit, but for the most part, it just picks up the color pretty well. Type 3.0 USB tethered to your PC. They got latency super low. Oh wow, that's awesome. I don't even think my laptop could run VR games anyway though. My wrist hurt. You guys remember Stretch Time? Oh my gosh, I don't even have my I don't have my RAID overlay or any of that stuff on this computer. I just realized. What's really cool is Unity scales your LODs based on your quality level already. Yeah, so you can see they turned yellow while they were frozen. And after they're frozen, they stay yellow. 5 seconds. Then they turn red again. That means, oops, I'm out of ammo. That means they can be frozen again. I don't think a lot of players know about the yellow thing, but I think it'll be more obvious in this game mode. Because usually it's right after they spawn, and so it doesn't last very long. But now it's the whole time they're frozen and after they're frozen. I think that should communicate to the players. Okay, so this makes it, because the game should be in favor of the hunters, not in the seekers. Exclamation stretch, yeah, all the commands are gone. I added the snowball to make the game a little bit different from prop hunt, but it shouldn't be so much that the snowmen are just dominating. Okay, let's fix the bottom of these guys too. Save that, let's commit this as well. Oh, I didn't actually check if I fixed the arm bug. We made the changes in the code, but I didn't actually test it out. I wonder if the new Unity's even like compile faster in general. I just installed 2019.3 this morning, so I'm interested to try it out later today and see how the new UI fits and stuff. Fortunately, I don't think we can upgrade Chocolate Farmers that far. Yeah, it would be nice to have a project without all the bloat. Enable the new garbage collector. Oh yeah, I think it just came out of, like, it's now not experimental, it's actually stable now. Incremental garbage collection. Hey, why is my green screen failing? And too dark. All right, no arms. No creepy ghost arms as a snowman. Just make sure you can't harvest weapons. You can still get power-ups. Camo works. Just make sure the camo resets us. I have my camo set to be a lot shorter in the editor. Oh my goodness, Roberick! 35 frickin' months. That's absolutely insane. Thank you so much for 3 years almost. 3 freaking years of support. Really appreciate that, Rob. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Oh no, I'm melting. So the melting pool is gone. I removed that because it was buggy. Just start shrinking now. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to do with this. Now we just got to fix the bottoms of these snowmans. We're going to pause the game. Oh, I accidentally closed Maya instead of opening Maya. Working on some stuff and some things. Sounds pretty exciting. You're starting a new game after winter update? Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about how I have a lot of ideas that I want to make. I have a lot of ideas, but none so far that I'm like, this is what I should be doing next. And I'm not sure how to figure out. I'm not sure how to figure out which one to devote my life to. I made this game for 3 years. 3 years. I thought it was going to be 6 months. What's up, legit? Long time indeed. Core update's so good. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I made some fixes for the Horde mode update. That should be going live in the next week or two, along with the winter update that's going to be coming out also. I got to try to figure out a balance as I start a new project of how, because I still want to keep supporting Shotgun Farmers. I want to make sure there's updates coming out as it's a multiplayer game. So I got to figure out maybe like a few days a week I work on Shotgun, a few days a week I work on, you know, my MMO, first person, real time, next gen, open world, survival RPG. A VR headset, going to work on a VR game. Nice. We were just talking about that too. Yeah. I was thinking about bringing my music shooter to VR, but I think, what is that game called again? Pitch Perfect or whatever? A Pistol Whip might have the market cornered on that, or maybe that just means there is a market for it. I'm not sure. All right, so here's our low poly snowman. You can see 286 tries, and his low poly hat, 272 tries. But I deleted the bottom here, which was very dumb of me, because snowmen sometimes stick off side of edges, which means they do need a bottom. I gotta worry about the UVs and everything. Maybe I'll round that out. That quality, I know, it's so next gen. What genre am I planning on doing? That's also a very difficult question, seriously. Yeah, I don't know. I have an idea for a first-person shooter. Or I guess it's a third-person shooter. I have an idea for a third-person action-adventure game. I have an idea for a simulator game. Or we all know about Convention Tycoon. I have an idea for top-down local multiplayer game. I have an idea for a first-person 1v1 game. I have an idea for a puzzle game, and I have an idea for a I don't know, other genres of games. Let's get the circular shape. So I actually just took the original snowman and then I deleted some of their faces. So like the original snowman was rounder, and I just started deleting some of the loops around it to make it into this triangular version. It is a possibility to make Shotgun Farmers a series or a new original ideas. So I want to make Shotgun Farmers 2 someday. I feel like now is too soon since Shotgun Farmers just came out in March. And so I think I want to make another game first and then consider, do I want to, I guess like based on the success of that game, do I want to make, you know, a sequel to that game, another game entirely, or go back and make a Shotgun Farmers 2. I have a lot of ideas for what I would do in a sequel, but I think I should wait a little bit longer and just keep supporting Shotgun Farmers as it is now before I release a sequel to it. And done. Shotgun astronauts? Whoa. No man's shotgun? I thought about shotgun pirates for a while. I was going to make shotgun racers, but I don't think a racing game would be the right idea. This will be some player base of Shotgun Farmers. In terms, so there after the horde mode, there's been a lot more players than before, which has been really nice. There's not a large enough player base for the game to compete with like shooters out there in the world, but there's enough people who buy the game, play with their friends, that helps it stay alive. I actually don't know where the snowman belongs. Racing game with the pigs? I don't remember if I guess, yeah, maybe the pigs were vehicles. Yeah, it was called Shotgun Racers, and it was basically like a Mario Kart game, but with the Shotgun Farmers characters. Yeah, I want to start organizing weekly game days. So an idea I have is I want to make it so that every weekend the game unlocks a new special mode. So we have a lot of temporary modes in the game. So we have the Rocket Party or Carrot Fest, the Sniper game, the Big Head game mode. Thank you for the follow. And so I want to try to create a system where it'll cycle between those every weekend. And so there'll be like for the community events, everyone can come play that special game mode. No community mod tools. No, the game wasn't really made in a way that makes it so I can make mod tools for it. Models, costumes, hats, winter. Models, costumes, hats, winter. Snow and LED. In the good old days when we played before Dev. Well, hopefully we can soon be playing my next game. All right, now the low poly snowman has a bottom. You can see the hitch when it changes, but I think that should look better in the higher quality settings. Because they don't actually change until they're much further away. Look at this yellow snow. Someone peed on all of it. Need for us mods to put out announcements, set up large games, and give out rewards, etc. No, there isn't anything like that yet either. I remember, I think that was something you mentioned a long time ago, but I haven't figured out how to build that. It's so tough because it takes so long to just build the patches and updates that it's hard to find time to build anything else. It would be cool there actually is no way to make like announcements in the game. It would be cool to be like, there's a thing. I've seen some games that do like news tickers across the top and bottom, although I think the current UI doesn't really welcome that. It also causes localization issues too. Oh wait, we do have the news. I forgot we do have a news thing. I never made one for Horde mode. Oh man, we should do that. Like right now. I forgot there's a news thing. Let's see if I can find the file for it. Do you remember, Sloth? We have a news announcements thing. We didn't make one for Horde mode. Just wow, Rob. Professional game developer over here. Let's see, it's called news something. I gotta make an image for it. I got so used to seeing the main menu without that. We went through a goddamn checklist. We gotta make a new checklist. So it's this here on the right. There's a news box. That's where limited time game modes and stuff show up. This is why we need mod tools. I know it'd be really cool to create some sort of way for mods to post in there, but it's also kind of scary. Pushed the game to QA a couple of weeks ago without checking if a vital feature worked. Damn. So it's actually pretty easy because I just have to publish the news to the web. I just have a web server where I post that stuff, and so I just gotta upload the image and then change the text, and it should upload. And I can put like a date for it. Oh my gosh, my Photoshop just reset its settings again. This happens to me every week. What's up, Code? How's it going? Just wait for Photoshop to start so I could write a new news thing. Like I could just get the news. Like I'm gonna do this off stream because it's not really exciting for you guys to watch because it's just text. Update news post in game. Okay, I put the bottom back on the snowman. So I was headed to bed, but just saw your line. Oh, I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate you coming by. You are just in time for the end of the stream. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out today. It feels so good to be streaming again and hanging out with you guys. And it's really nice to be able to like get feedback and talk about ideas and stuff with you guys like the old days. Hopefully we'll be doing that with a new game idea soon. I really like the idea of doing a jam, and I know a lot of people have been itching for a quasi jam. So if you're interested in a quasi jam, type a 1 in chat and we'll see if we can start setting one up. The next stream will be on Monday, so I'm doing Mondays and Wednesdays right now at 2 p.m. Eastern. I can only stream for about 2 hours or so these days. Oh damn, that's a lot more ones than I was expecting. Oh damn. Oh damn, come on and jam. All right, so a quasi jam would be good, and it'd be a good excuse for me to make something new. And it'd be kind of exciting, I think, for us to make something in a short amount of time. So let's do it. Let's freaking do it. If you have enjoyed the show so far, make sure you hit the follow button, especially if you want to take part in a new jam soon. If you're not part of the Discord, make sure you join our Discord as well. You can also follow me on Twitter and YouTube and Instagram and now even TikTok because I'm a hip young lad. I'll be back streaming again on Monday, but of course I'm always around on the Discord and in chat and stuff. So shoot me a message if you want to chat or talk, or if you just want to be friends. That's cool too. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you for all the subscribers today. You guys are amazing. Thank you for continuing to support the stream. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the afterlife. Goodbye. Oh wait, you know what I stopped doing? I stopped raiding people. I forgot that's like a thing. So maybe we should raid someone. Right? People do those things. Thank you for hanging out, Isaiah. I appreciate it. Let's go see if we could raid a person who's making a game. Furiously Waves. First Crimson is on. Don't know who that is, but let's go check him out. Twitch.tv/firstcrimson. Also, if you miss any streams, I do post the old streams and highlights of the streams over on the YouTube channel as well. Cyberpunk game dev. That sounds awesome. Let's do it. I don't remember how to raid. Exclamation raid? All right, grab that raid message and we're gonna, maybe it's /raid to actually do the raid. We're gonna do this. All right, we're raiding. Join it. Join the raid. Let's head over to First Crimson's channel to show them some love. Until then, I will see you guys on Monday. Please don't die before then. Goodbye.